Ho ho ho. Happy New Year. It's the last day, in fact, the last hours of last sunshine rays over there. It will be dark in an hour or so. For 2016. We welcome to 2017, is it? Yes. And this is a second note on a new subject for me. Essays. That's yesterday was the day before yesterday, the first note on an essay by Raymond Carver, and that was about his father, the life of his father. And now, earlier today, I finished. It's not long, but it's an essay I'm writing, and it's wonderful. We learn about what counts for this amazing writer, and I think it's authenticity. You have to be authentic. You can be, he says, well, I don't remember the exact words, so when I say he says, from now on it will be what I remember of what he's writing in this excellent essay. A writer does not have to be so clever, not necessarily, but he has to look and put in words an authentic feeling or a real view of the world, of what he experienced, what he saw. He has to get to be mouth open. I think that's an idea I have with what's going on, and to be innocent, perhaps even a bit. Retarded wasn't a word he didn't use, and it's used in the past. It's not disabled. I think is the accepted word for that, or challenged. And if the words must not be extremely sophisticated. If it's a sincere approach, it's a sincere writing, the words can hit even if they're simple expressions of what the author experienced. It takes hard work. He mentions writing for a story 10 or 12 hours in one day. He has some powerful, that's interesting, 2x4s. He has some quotes he has on his wall, and some of these important, let me call them messages that are there in front of him and in his mind. No special tricks was what one writer said, and he says that's powerful, but I would say just no tricks. Don't use tricks in what you write. And he hates it. He falls asleep when he sees somebody's using tricks to get the attention. Do not find excuses. He knows a friend who was pressed by the editor and his wife, and he's not so happy with the work, with what he wrote for that deadline. Don't do that. Don't find easy ways out. He talks about Flannery O'Connor, a wonderful writer, a favorite of mine, together with Carver, Chekhov, Bernard Malamud. And she talks about that story in which there's a girl with a wooden leg. There's a man who steals the wooden leg. And she says, I didn't know. When I approach a story, I just write. I wrote about this character. There's a woman she knew, but no girl with a wooden leg in the real life. It just came out in the story. And she knew that this man would steal the wooden leg, only 10 lines before that happened. So she's taken by the flow of the story. Chekhov is also mentioned with a quote something like suddenly he understood. Everything became clear to him. And it's such a, again, a tremendous message. Carver says, not in these words, that's the feeling I get. It's, it creates such a mystery. What was there before that was not clear? And how, what has changed? What is the world for him now? And wonderful, wonderful essay, wonderful writer, actually.